half on EA Sports. Rodgers now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, exit. 54. Watch the curve.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he connects with Ertz. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers throwing again. They go screen with Dillon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He'll fire a desperation throw for the... And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper, 43 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On 2nd and 9. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kindici in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He was looking for Gronk that time. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Back now here on EA Sports, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. On On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers is going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.